Ahí va Mayo. Ahí va Mayo, Mayo, la huella, la huella. ¡Mayo!
Are. please rise for the playing of the national anthem and the presentation of the colors. Gentlemen, please remove your hats and caps.
What are we doing?
Thank you, ROTC, for the presentation of colors under the direction of Master Sergeant Holland. Class of 2022 and members of the audience, please be seated.
Commencement ceremony of the class of 2022. I would now like to introduce our honored guests. The Board of Trustees, President Mr. Ernesto Arellano Jr. Vice President Shirley Ibarra.
¡Venga, Mayo!
Good morning.
Good morning!
I would like to say good morning, fellow students, teachers, family, friends, and faculty, and honored guests. Firstly, I want to thank the families and everyone at our school, especially our teachers, counselors, custodians, food service workers, bus drivers, and all other staff who made it possible for us to attend school all these years. Buenos días, compañeros de clase, profesores, familiares, amigos, administración y invitados de honor. Primero quiero agradecer a las familias y a todos en nuestra escuela que hicieron posible que existiéramos en la escuela todos estos años. Now I would like to especially thank those of you who have traveled far to be here to celebrate with us, and those of you who would want to be here but could not. Just remember they're with you always in your heart, and are the voices in your head telling you to keep moving forward. I would like to start with gratitude towards my family and friends who always supported my goals because I had to miss many memories to be standing here. Me gustaría comenzar con la gratitud así mi familia y amigos que siempre apoyaron mis metas porque tuve que perder muchas memorias para estar aquí. They always motivate me to do my best and remind me to enjoy living in the moment. Siempre me motivan a dar lo mejor de mí y me recuerdan que debo disfrutar viviendo en el momento. So, I'm sorry if I canceled plans, forgot an important day, or was just completely out of it. If I could go back, honestly, I would have rather spent my time making memories with you. But like all of you who made sacrifices to be here, I had to make my own. Over the years, all of us had to make sacrifices, some greater than others, but none greater than the ones made by our parents and guardians. A lo largo de los años, todos tuvimos que hacer sacrificios. Algunos más grandes que otros, pero ninguno más grande que los que hicieron nuestros padres y familia. For me, those sacrifices come from Mario and Maria Rodriguez. My father has made unimaginable sacrifices for me to have a life with the education to create millions of more opportunities. Like some of you and your family members, he decided to leave his home and create a new life here and with nothing but a strong work ethic and a dream. A dream that sustains our ambitions, our life, and our community to overcome the many obstacles we face. Mi padre es la persona más trabajadora y ha hecho muchos sacrificios para que yo tenga una vida con dedicación para crear millones de oportunidades y más. Igual que algunos de ustedes y sus familiares decidieron dejar su pueblito y crear una nueva vida aquí, con nada más que una solidaridad de trabajo y un sueño. Un sueño que sostiene nuestras ambiciones, nuestra vida y nuestra comunidad. Now my mom has made immense sacrifices as well because she took on the role of being everything for me. Like when she was my first teacher, taught me to read, my first best friend. She literally and figuratively carried me and taught me all these years. She held my hand to every accomplishment, no matter what. And always believed in me first, even when there was no reason to. I love you, Mom and Dad. You're fortunate enough to be lucky and be blessed with so many opportunities thanks to you. And your dreams have come true, and I hope many others in this room feel the same way. Thank you for giving me my name and for planting the seeds for all of my achievements. Gracias por darme mi nombre y por plantar las semillas de todos mis logros. This speech is about the past, and I wish I could talk about all of my fondest memories in high school. The little things, you know? Like waiting for the bell to ring, running home to watch movies and TV shows with my sisters, like The Office, or our favorite early 2000s movie after school that we never get tired of watching. Talking with my friends for the whole class period instead of doing our work. Destiny. And the adrenaline that I have when I turned in every assignment at 11:58 p.m. And yet, what I remember the most about high school are the failures, the struggles, and the late nights of doubt when everything felt dark around the world, because the lessons learned will take you much farther than this stage. I would like to take a moment to honor those not here today due to the pandemic, winter storm, and or another event in your life that made everything feel dark. What this taught me, and I want you to learn if you haven't already, sometimes all the light that is left is the light within yourself. The light bulb is made up of your positive attitude, your determination, your courage, your kindness, and the happiness that will find you. And it lights up because of your resilience, or your ability to adapt to all of your difficult situations you face to get to this moment, to get to moments like this one. The next message I want to share with you is about advocating for both yourself and others. El siguiente mensaje que quiero compartir con ustedes es sobre abogar, tanto por ustedes mismos como por los demás. In school, I advocated for myself and my peers a lot, whether it was something small and simple like an unfair question or on an assignment, or a teacher forgetting to input one of our grades. I would always advocate for myself and others because I didn't want the hard work to go unnoticed. Please be an advocate because of the opportunities and healing it provides for our community. With the recent news and events going on, we're going to need strong leaders and voters to enact the desperate change our world needs. We are human and we are prone to mistakes, so we must advocate for the acknowledgement and correction of those human errors. When your sacrifices, resilience, and advocacy start to feel like holding water between your hands and start to slip away, remember everything happened for a reason. Cuando fallas y olvidas todas tus lecciones de la vida, recuerda que todo pasa por una razón. When I was rejected from my dream schools and many scholarships, when I was a tenth of a point away from a better grade, or when I lost the art competition and didn't even get waitlisted for art school that I thought was my dream, I lost these lessons for a brief moment. Until those closest to me reminded me everything happens for a reason. It really does. And as long as we're healthy and happy, nothing wrong has really happened. Except your path has changed. And one day, you'll understand why. For instance, I wasn't ready to leave Texas. There are always people who deserve the opportunity more. And that 10th point was just one question where I doubted myself versus the other hundreds I got right. These failures taught me something so valuable. For someone to succeed, someone will have to fail. And sorry to say this, but for the most part, it will be you. You have to look at your past experience and reflect on what you learned from them to fight for a better future and accept that failure is just redirection. So shake it off and let yourself hold out your hands to carry your most important lessons to try and succeed again. Now, if you hated my advice, I encourage you to ask yourself or your friends, teachers, and family what advice they have for you. You will be very surprised at what you will hear because they are filled with so much wisdom and experiences. Si odiaste mis consejos, te animo a que te preguntes a ti mismo o tus amigos, maestros y familiares qué consejos tienen para ti. Te sorprenderá mucho lo que escucharás porque están llenos de sabiduría. This leads me to my last piece of advice. The lesson that allowed me to thrive and get back up as a person. It's gonna sound really cheesy, and a lot of you are not gonna like this. Okay. always be a student. And if you're brave enough, be a teacher. I know it might sound confusing because for a lot of you, you're done with being a student. You don't want to be a student, but think about it. If you let yourself be a student, you're always willing to learn. And to learn, you need to have the skill of listening to others. And if you can listen to others, you'll be able to hear many perspectives to make your own educated decisions to benefit not just yourself, but everyone. And then you can be brave enough to share what you learn with others, because that will allow you to not make the same mistakes you did. Thank you, and congratulations, Bobcats!
And now, the valedictorian of the class of 2022 is Esmeralda Macias Frausto.
Esmeralda Macheo Macias Frausto, Associate of Science, Palo Alto College, University of Texas at Austin. Mario Alberto Rodriguez Jr., Associate of Arts, Palo Alto College, University of Texas at Austin. Graciela Joaquin, University of Texas at Austin.
Fer.
Victor Manuel Ramos, Associate of Arts, Palo Alto College, Baylor University. Vanessa Rain Mendoza, University of Texas at Austin.
Hello, friends, family, and class of 2022. I would first like to say how over every one of you in these caps and gowns. It feels so good to finally be able to say that we did it. After all the struggles and stressings we had to face during COVID and transitioning back into the daily routine, we may have lost some people on the journey, but every step you made to now was all for them. And now here they are sitting front row cheering on all of you. After you walk this stage, you'll be faced with many good opportunities, but along with those opportunities, you will be faced with some hardships. Just remember a very wise man by the name of Mr. Worldwide, or some of you might know him as Pitbull, but he's been there, he's done that. So if he can get through it, so can you. And remember, every day above the ground is a great day. I look forward to seeing some of you randomly shopping at Walmart or H-E-B. I also look forward to the times where I'm just sitting down and get a brief memory of when Joey danced with Miss Murray at the football games. And just to laugh to myself. It wasn't the smoothest 4 years, but I wouldn't have done it any other way. Before I end my speech, I would like to thank my family, my friends, and the teachers that helped me get to this point. I would also like to thank Mr. Serna and Mr. Carizales for taking the chance on us when we were freshmen and stepping up to be our sponsors and making our senior year as fun as it could be. Thank you, class of 2022. Class of 2022, please stand for the South San Antonio High School alma mater.
Chewy, ven. Chewy.
Cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. Cause you're a sky full of stars. Cause you light up the path. I don't care if you wanna tear me sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. 'Cause you're a sky